Welcome to this edition of the Keene State College Coaches Show. We're sitting here with head women's soccer coach Denise Lyons. And Denise, you guys won the ECAC tournament last year, had a strong finish to your season. What type of goals did you have coming into this season for your team?
I think the biggest goal was to return to the NCAA. I mean, we've come very close the last couple of years, and we won regular season championship last year, and then going into the playoffs, we just came up short. So I think the biggest goal was to return to the NCAA and to focus on the success of the way we finished last year and take it into this year's season.
Now, you guys got off to a 1-1 start this year, but you've really played well since then. What has been key to your success up until this point in the season?
I think the fact that we brought in 12 new players and trying to gel the new players with the returning players, and 12 is a lot, so I think it was a matter of kind of filling in the pieces like a puzzle, and we had the pieces but put them together to make the team complete. And I think now as the season's progressed, we've found the right players, we know each other's strengths as a team, and I think that's why we've continued this way.
Well, offense has been really good to this point. We have a few victories we wrote down. 8-2 victory, a 5-1 victory, a 6-0 victory, and a 7-1 victory, just to name a few. So it's been really strong for you guys. Talk about what's been key to your success offensively.
I think the key to our success offensively is that we have a number of offensive weapons. I think a lot of teams have 1 or 2 key players who score all their goals, but we've had 10 players, actually I think it's 12 players who've scored on the team, and I think 6 of those have scored multiple goals, 3 at least. So I think that's tough for other teams to defend against when it's not just 1 or 2 key players that are getting all the goals. So I think the fact that many players have scored, the last game we scored 8 goals and 7 different players in one game. So I think that says a lot as well, that with a lot of players that they're offensive threats.
13, you're going to get this one.
Well, talking about your offense, Katie Bradford, a senior this year, has really been there for you guys over her entire career here. Talk about how important she is for your team this season.
Katie's a big team factor. She's a great team player. I wish she was a little bit more greedy. I think she's chasing an all-time record here at Keene State of most goals, and she's more assists than she has goals this year. And I think that says a lot for Katie and her character, that if she sees another teammate in a better position than her, then she'll give them the ball. And I think that says a lot. She's a unanimous selection for captain, so she brings a lot to the program, and so she's chasing 2 records right now. It started off as 1,
yeah.
The 12 assists, I think she's chasing that one as well, so that's good for Katie. She's a big impact on the team.
Nora Mahoney, also a senior, a captain for your team, plays outside midfielder, and she plays a lot of minutes out there, and that's a lot of running. But how important for you guys is she to your team, not only as a player on the field, but also for leadership?
I think, like Katie, I have 2 senior captains, and Nora's one of them, a unanimous selection by her teammates. And that says a lot as well, that her teammates look up to her and to Katie to lead them, and both of them got all the votes between them. And I think that says a lot, both on the field and off the field. What's great about Nora is that she's in such great shape, physical condition. She works really hard to keep herself like that. And I think her speed on the wing she's lightning speed, so that takes a lot of teams by surprise. But I think the biggest thing about Nora is her versatility, that we can use her as an outside midfielder, we can also move her to the inside as well, and she's successful in both positions. So I think the fact that she can play that amount of time and get that amount of minutes is because she's fit and shape and works really hard at that. So she's another impact player for us.
Well, Megan Dempsey in goal this season for you guys. She's got a .94 goals against average. And though we talked about how important your offense has been to your team, it also is important to have a good keeper in net. Talk about how she's been for you guys.
Yeah, Meg is like unbelievable. I mean, it's such a great confidence booster to have somebody in goal like that, both from a coach's perspective and also teammates. To know that you have a confident keeper in there who is going to come up with the big saves that she's made time after time this year, but also the routine saves. And I think they're almost as important as well, as that you know that any routine ball, she's just going to pick it up. She's not going to bobble it or drop it, or just very confident. I think the team, she just is a very confident goalkeeper, and is probably my most consistent player. Her and her twin sister Melissa, the defender in the back there. I think it's just consistent game after game after game. They give 110%, and I think that's why we're successful. It's because of Megan.
Well, you guys are about to hit a tough point in your schedule coming up with games against teams like Williams, Middlebury, Amherst. What are you looking to get out of your team as you head into this stretch?
Well, it's a tough stretch, don't get me wrong. But I schedule it that way. I want to play the best teams out there. And these teams, some of them nationally ranked, and it just makes us better, makes us a better team. It's a challenge, and it's one that I look forward to. I like to challenge my team to play against a team that's better than you. I mean, realistically, they are. But can we beat them on any given day? Absolutely. And I think that's important as well. I want to show my players what it's like to play at that, why those teams are nationally ranked. And I think we gain a lot of experience from it, so that if we do qualify for the NCAAs at the end, we've met teams that play at that level, and I think that's important. It's going to be rough, but I think the challenge is there, and I think the players are ready for it.
Well, good luck the rest of the season. That's it for this edition of the Owls Coaches Corner. Thanks for joining us.